Good morning. Today I'm going to cover something that I haven't done lately, but I thought I would cover someone who was quite famous. He was a very strong-willed man. His name was Channing Lindquist Bete. Now, most people in Franklin County would remember, the Channing Bete Company. He was born on the 10th of March, 1908 in Stoughton. He lived until he was 65. He died August 20th, 1973 in Greenfield. He's buried in the Green River Cemetery, Greenfield, Mass. Section 37, Lot 251. When Channing L Bete Sr. began the company, it was an advertising agency, eventually incorporating his business in 1946. Convinced that post-war America needed new ways to understand the dramatically altered global landscape, he began writing short booklets on subjects that were highly compelling to the Americans at this time. A strong believer in the importance of giving individuals access to life-enhancing, empowering information regardless of education or social class, he returned the universal word and graphics format known as scriptography, scriptography. In 1954, he converted his advertising agency to a publishing company and more effectively brought his ideas to the public. A true visionary, he spent the rest of his life predicting and writing about ways to make the world a better place, and in the process changed the name the people think. In 1967, his son, called Joe, and he took the tools of his father's vision and applied it to not only the growing line of educational materials published in the company, but also to the organization itself. Now, he was very famous. I came across an article that probably today is funny. It was written in 1969 by Channing Bete, and it tells what he thought education should be or would be in the year 2000. He thought that students would be teaching other students, and schools would operate year-round until you're 18-year-old, and then after 2 years of compulsory work in a service corps, the student would graduate. Now, that was a very forward-looking way. In the preliminary draft of a book entitled Education 2000, Channing L Bete gives a plan to educate the future based on the assessment of needs and trade. The publisher and educator is a constant birth to death process. He believes people prepare all their lives to serve other people, so he would provide 18-year-olds with a compulsory opportunity to serve mankind. For 2 years after high school, young children would be stationed in the United States or another country for at least 300 miles from their home and assigned to a field of service in health, education, conservation, public works, or the Defense Corps. For his 6-month special training and 18 months of work, each student would receive lodging, food, expenses, and a monthly allowance. After the service, he would he or she would voluntarily select a field from what they felt they were designed to do. So actually, he was thinking that people would graduate and then they would have a chance to, like, grow their wings and see what they actually wanted to do before they would head off to college. He felt that if they needed help with the finances at home, the stipend that they would give would be okay. And from kindergarten through 12th grade, they'll be teaching each other, thereby enforcing their own learning and giving a chance for another teaching talent to develop. Now, he lived in Greenfield. He was buried in Greenfield, and he had a very, very unique way of looking at things. He was absolutely foregoing. He started the business in 1936, and, so he was a young man. He was only 28, and he went on to build quite a famous company. And even though the Chin and Bete company has moved, it still has a lasting effect. This only picture I could get was this one photo, and I got it out of the Greenfield Recorder. I am looking for more, but I thought that it was a very interesting biography of somebody from our town.